Hey folks, this is Coleman Alderson. We're at the final stage of constructing our cattle panel greenhouse, and it really has been quite a journey building this thing. I owed a lot of the information to going online and just researching and seeing what other people had done. This was a modification in that it had to be raised at the front and jacked up about 15 inches. So it was a bit more challenging, but we have put the skin on it. I just finished coating the door with some leftover material. As you can see, we started at the back and put the skin over, got it even. A good idea is there are creases in the material itself, and real long creases running the length of it. If you can line those creases up with the horizontal run of the wire, you can see it over here. It's really helpful in getting the thing even.
Can you point specifically to a crease?
Let's find a crease. Yeah, up here. It may be a little hard to see on camera, but there's an upward crease here that runs the whole length, and we used it to eyeball and adjust to make sure that the whole thing was even. Then we tacked it down a little bit here, drew it over, and tacked it on the back, then worked our way forward. Now these cleats here are necessary because there's no way to get it out smoothing unless you do a lot of fancy cutting. But one little hint
Cleats.
here, yeah, I call them cleats.
I think it's a pleat.
Pleat, yeah, okay, pleats. Pleats.
I think cleats are on the shoes, and
Right.
pleats are on the cloth or fabric. Okay.
Well, thank you. Thanks, Leora. Well, so we it's a good idea rather than have these things sitting up like a trough.
Right.
Try to have them down so when the rain comes down, it doesn't collect in these little pockets here.
Shingle style.
Yeah. We're about done. I have to do a little work on the bottom of the door. We do have a window installed that it too, back in there. What a nice view it is back there. We're going to put a sheet of plastic over that as well. And right now it's kind of tacked in, and we'll have a lot of room to fill in here. And I imagine we're going to wonder, why didn't we build it bigger? But hey, we got this. This is it really is nice in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Very nice. So that's it, folks. If you're wondering a couple things like why we put this on, well, the ends of these
The tubing.
of the cattle panel greenhouse.
Can you sorry. Can
Right,
you- what is this?
This is 1/2-inch pipe insulation, and it's covering the end pieces here, the end sections, because the wires kind of poke out a little bit,
That's a good idea.
and we definitely don't want to have them poking through this plastic. This is good stuff. We don't want to ruin it. And the same goes for the way we went in here and we made sure there were no wires, that all the zip ties were down. This thing could easily punch through, so if you do this, be real careful about making sure that everything is turned inward, okay? And that'll preserve your plastic. Well, that's pretty much it. We're going to start moving plants in. Tonight's going to be the first night, and I'm going to have probably put the sheet of plastic on the back window here. But we're all set for some winter fun now.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in. Coleman Alderson for GardensAll.com. We're here in our brand new
Cattle panel greenhouse.
cattle panel greenhouse. You said it. So long, folks.
Bye.